I love friendly killers. I love running around with them, nodding along with them, and ultimately dying for their cause. But I am just one person, and I'm a killer main. So think of this video as me reaching out to any survivor mains watching, asking, do you like friendly killers? Let's define some things real quickly. These are my own definitions based on my experiences. I am just setting up a sort of spectrum from casual to serious playstyles. Farming killers are friendly from the get-go, likely doing a challenge or a daily on a killer that they're not experienced with. They hang out with survivors, there's no reason to be afraid of them, and they're likely listening to music or a podcast. They let everyone go with the slug race, and generally they let the survivors lead the game. This is not a playstyle I do often. As much as I like hanging out with survivors, my most common way to play killer is... I know the word tame is an odd choice of vocabulary because humans aren't tamed, animals are tamed, but it's pretty common to call befriending a killer taming them. So you go into the game with no intention of farming, you play normally, and maybe you follow some loose rules where you try not to camp or tunnel, but if it happens, it happens. You usually give hatch, and if survivors are cute to you, you're cute back. This is how I play, and I'm most sympathetic to survivors when their teammates are shitty or they give up on hook. And while I camp and tunnel sometimes, I don't try to bully survivors. These killers are doing a win streak, trying to get an achievement, or just had a ton of bad games and aren't looking for any nonsense. It's difficult for me to play this way, because I love nonsense. I almost think of playing this way like I'm playing a single player game. The people I'm going against aren't real, and thus I don't need to react to them. I'd like to reiterate that these are my definitions. These are not definitions I'm forcing upon you. Most killers are some variation of all three of these. Anyway, back to the question of the hour. Survivors, what do you think of farming, tameable, and serious killers? Do friendly killers break your immersion? Do you prefer the challenge and the back and forth of going against a no-nonsense killer? Do you prefer the laid-back vibes of farming with a killer? What are you looking for when you load into a trial?
I didn't wanna hear the words you say, you know, you say, you know.